Special meeting of the City Council will start. The clerk will call the roll.
All right, this is Committee of the Whole. This is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2019. We're at 6 p.m. I have Councilor Capone.
Here.
I have Councilor DeFlorio.
Here.
I have Councilor Marchese.
Here.
I have Councilor McLaughlin.
Here.
And I have Councilor Simonelli.
Here.
We have 5 members. We do not have a quorum as of this moment.
So this meeting, I'll leave it up to the sponsor. Do we do it for informational purpose only? I'll leave
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we have everyone up here. Everyone took the time to come here. We might as well do it
Have
for
it-
informational purposes
Okay,
only.
so before we continue, please stand and salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. The only piece of business before us is the resolution offered by Councilor Frank Capone that a representative of the mayor's office and community development appear at this meeting to explain the terms of the contract with Blue Bike and to discuss proposed locations within the city.
Okay. So,
I'm going to call the sponsor first, if you don't mind. I'm sorry.
thanks, Madam Chairman. Is there anyone here to present it, or just we could flip through the pages ourselves? That's fine, but we do. Okay.
Yeah, from my understanding, Jay Monty was
Okay.
coming. So, Councilor McLaughlin, I'm sorry about that.
No problem at all. I apologize. I should yield to the sponsor. My question is, there'll be no action taken this evening because there's not enough members for a vote, correct?
There's nothing to vote on. This is for informational purpose only.
Okay. Okay.
We have a new development. I've been just informed that nobody's coming, that this is the information that you requested, and this is what they have provided.
I still have the floor, actually. Councilor, while I have the floor, I'm just going to make a statement, which is that we had put this on the calendar several months ago. Councilor Capone did, after myself and many of my colleagues getting phone calls from residents and business owners across the city that were pretty disappointed in the location of these blue bikes. One being two down on Main Street that were calling me excessively to help them because there was a parking spots eliminated on Main Street. And we all know how desperate parking is in the city of Everett, never mind starting to eliminate them. I'm totally in favor of blue bikes coming in the city. I thought it was a great compromise with 2 different bike sharing companies. I actually have utilized them. That being said, we can't take away parking from spots that are very crucial in our city. That being said, we had asked for an emergency meeting to be held, but we knew that we'd be going on to summer recess. So that being said, the administration doesn't seem to want to cooperate and give us some feedback on how we help these business owners and residents eliminate some of their fears and concerns, which is these bike racks have popped up in front of their homes and their businesses. Council, I'm sure every one of my colleagues here have got the same type of phone calls I'm speaking about. I'm not quite sure where we go with this, but I was hoping to see somebody here tonight that could help us give us some information about how we remove these bike racks that are in these unsightly places across the city of Everett. So if my colleagues want to help me fill in on some of the blanks so that we can try to figure out something amongst ourselves, because we seem to be doing that a lot these days, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Councilor Capone.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Just to echo the sentiments, that was some of the main concerns. That the main concern I had was, and I'm not opposed to bikes. I think it's a great mode of transportation if we can do it safely. The main concern I had is when the mayor was here during the budget, told us that no locations would be placed until this council was consulted. And then they rolled out everywhere. And we had them taking up parking spots. We have them on sidewalks in front of people's houses. We have them in locations where you back a bike into oncoming traffic. So those are all serious issues of concern. I've got this packet that they presented, which is great. Most of the information I knew. The questions that I was looking to get answered, which I didn't have, were the expense. And it looks like it's a $325,000 expenditure from the city just to get the equipment, and then the city's portion of operating costs every month is $7,400. That's pretty significant. It's a 3-year contract. Again, nothing was ever discussed with this body, as it was told that there would be before we locked into something like this. Yeah, I don't want to waste my colleagues' time. We've got the information here. It serves no purpose for us to banty back and forth. If other members want to say something, I'm more than happy to hear it, but the questions that I still have is, we were able to change the direction of several locations. We still have some that are pulling bikes in oncoming traffic. I don't see why we can't turn those around. I don't know if these things get removed in the wintertime when there's snow, or just the bikes are out and they plow around it. And I'm not sure how this collaboration works, because right now there are only 5 communities that have blue bikes. There's Boston, Brookline, Cambridge, Somerville, and now Everett. And there's a sharing of costs. I don't know if we pick up a portion of the other communities' operating expenses, or if we're just doing our own. So those are the kinds of things that I was looking to get an answer from. I'm not going to get it tonight, so that's all I have to say. If any colleagues want to speak, and then after that, I think we adjourn and try to get those answers elsewhere.
Council Marchese.
Before we go, I had no idea of the financing of the operations. I didn't think it cost us anything. I don't know where this came from, and I don't believe that they didn't come before us prior to this and tell us what was going on here. And we woke up one day and, parking spots were missing all over the city. And I'm a little concerned about it. We take away parking with this ridiculous bus line that we do in the morning, putting everybody out of business, can't even stop and get a cup of coffee on the right-hand side coming down. Now we take out parking spots all over the city. It's crazy. This should have been, every person in the city, in this area, we should have had a say in this. I don't know who picked the locations. I'm sure I could have found a better place. I mean, Glendale Square, you have a gas station, you have this alleyway that's been sitting in Everett property. That place could have a wall put up. They could have backfilled with half the stuff they took out of the cities here instead of dumping it, and they could have asphalted it and stuck it in there, and probably provide another 10, 15 parking spaces for the businesses down there. I mean, a little imagination. I mean, I can't believe that, this is what it costs to have bikes in our city. That's it for me. I'm just,
If there are no further questions, any further questions? If not, Council Capone, what would you?
Well, we can't take any kind of formal vote, so
No.
what I'll probably do is, I'll put it on our agenda for Monday's meeting, that we request it back.
It'll be referred.
It will be referred to the meeting. And then the body can vote whatever action it wants to take at that time.
Okay.
So I just
so-
said we move to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Have adjourned.